Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing our usual daily yoga flow just to keep our practice and to keep that good habit of practicing every single day. Today we'll start off with our legs crossed, hands on our laps or on our knees, eyes closed. And we're just going to take a few deep breaths, settling ourselves into our practice as we clear our minds and only focus on us here, right on the mat. Taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose, feeling your lungs and your chest expand, and then releasing the pressure as you just sigh out all through the mouth. And shifting our weight to the right, we're going to bring our right forearm down to the mat as our left hand reaches up for the sky as we reach over to the left. And from here, we can just twist our neck, gently looking up as we incorporate a nice little side stretch with the neck stretch. We push them up to center. We move on to the other side. Left forearm down. Right hand up and over our heads. We're just going to twist our head to the right. Just feel that nice little stretch going on. Back to center. We're then going to twist our bodies to the right, placing our right hand just behind our backs and our left hand onto our right knee. As we twist and turn our bodies over and see if maybe we can look over our right shoulder. Releasing our hands. Move on to the other side. Right hand onto left knee. Left hand behind us. Giving ourselves a nice little juicy twist. Coming back. We're going to open our legs a little bit wider, placing the bottoms of our feet together. We're just going to pull our legs in a little bit closer. We're just going to flutter our legs a little bit just to get some heat going to warm up our legs and our thighs. And then finally, we're going to push our legs down, taking an inhale, pushing our chest out. And then as we exhale, bending forward, aiming to bring our chest as close to our feet as we can before relaxing, arms out in front of us for butterfly fold. And slowly rolling back up. You can meet me in your tabletop position. Once more, shoulders above hands, hips above knees. We're going to roll over our wrists, getting them nice and warmed up. Going in the one direction, before changing over into the other. And then from there, back to center, we can straighten both our legs out, coming into a high plank, pushing our shoulders just past our wrists for a breath in. And as we exhale, lifting our hips up and pushing back into our first downward facing dog. In our down dog, we can just walk our feet out, swaying our hips from side to side, just getting our bodies moving and nice and warmed up. Then you can come into stillness. We're going to start with our right leg, lifting it up, kicking it nice and straight, keeping your leg straight. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your knee and bring your right leg over to your right elbow, tapping them together before pushing back up to your three-legged dog. You're going to bend your knee forward once more, this time to your left elbow. Kick back up. And then finally pushing your right knee over to your right wrist, laying it down, bring your right foot over to the left. Then you're going to lower our back knee, shifting it slightly back as we come into a pigeon pose, lifting our chest up for a breath, seeing if we can place our hands on our knees and our foot, or if you can, keeping hands up for balance before laying your body out, down for passive pigeon. Bring your hands back down, taking your leg back into a plank and pushing back into your down dog. You can move on to the other side. Left leg up nice and straight as we inhale. Exhale, bring our right knee to our right left elbow. Pick it up. Knee to right elbow. Last time kicking up into a three-legged dog. And exhaling, knee to left hand, foot to right hand. We can just slide back, coming back into our active pigeon. Seeing if you can balance, hands on your leg or float it up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, folding forward. And palms back down, legs together, and come meet me in your downward facing dog. Just holding it for 2 full breaths, focusing on trying to keep a nice straight back, legs slightly bent. Then starting with your right leg, kicking it up, then we're going to bend our leg, stacking our right hip onto our left, making our right knee the highest point of our body. As we exhale, placing our foot between our hands, as we come up and lift our bodies up for a high crescent lunge, hands reaching for the sky, before cactusing and opening them out. Lifting, straightening your right leg, shifting your back leg just a little bit forward so you can bring your back heel down. Straighten both legs, hands behind our back as we get a nice straight back. And as we exhale, hinging over our hips, as we come down, bringing our chest all the way down to our knee, into our pyramid. And from our pyramid pose, we're going to shift our weight onto our right leg, back foot hovering just off the ground, before we raise our bodies up, making a T shape as we come into our Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 pose. Finding a point in front of us just to help with our balance. Keep a slight bend in our right grounded leg. As we take one full breath in. And as we exhale, bending our right leg, bring our hands and foot down. You can come into a plank. Inhaling through the nose. As you exhale, you can bend your knees down to the mat. We lower our chest and our chin. Then as we inhale, untucking our toes, pushing our bodies up for cobra. Before finally exhaling, tucking our toes once more, lifting our hips back into our downward facing dog. Now other side, left leg coming up, bending our knee, making it the highest point of our body as we stack our left hip onto our right. And as we exhale, hand between our feet, as we lift our bodies up into our high crescent lunge, and then cactus our arms out, pulling our shoulders back, pushing our chest forward. And straightening our front leg, shifting the back leg slightly closer, hands behind our backs, spine nice and straight, then gently folding forward, bring our chest as close to our knee as we can. Lifting our body onto our left leg, and as we raise our right leg up, making a nice T shape as we find our balancing point in front of us. Once more, hands down to mat, taking back into a plank. And for our vinyasa, you can bend your knees again, or you can keep them straight as we exhale to chaturanga all the way down. Inhale to come up to a cobra, or you can even lift your hips off the ground for up dog. Before exhaling, tucking your toes into your downward facing dog. Great stuff. And from here, you can meet me lying on your backs, legs out straight, arms raised out above you. And we're going to shift our body, bring our feet towards the right, hands and head also towards the right. And we're going to shift our hips to the left, making a C shape for banana pose. To make it a little bit easier and a deeper stretch, you can take your right hand, grabbing your left wrist and pulling it over to the right. And bring your left leg over to your right, over your right leg. Releasing our hand and our foot, and shift over to the other side. Feet and hands to the left, hips to the right. And once more, grabbing your right wrist and placing your right foot over your left. Getting a nice lengthening stretch going on your right ribs and legs. And releasing, realigning your body to center. You're gonna bend our knees, hugging them into our chest. We can just sway our bodies from side to side, giving ourselves a nice little spinal massage. Before releasing our left leg to straighten it out, and with our right leg kicking it over to the left, arms out in a T shape for a supine twist, making sure your right shoulder is nice and grounded. And if your neck feels okay for it, you can turn it looking over to the right. Bring the leg back to center, straighten it out. We can bend our left knee now, giving it a quick squeeze into our chest before letting it fall over to the right, rounding our left shoulder, and we can maybe even turn our head to the left. From there, bringing legs back to center, head looking up straight, and to our sides. As you can meet me in our final pose, Shavasana. Letting every muscle and joint in our bodies relax, keeping our eyes nice and closed, clearing our minds. We just let our bodies breathe for us, feeling the weight of gravity pressing us down as we just relax and breathe. Bringing our focus back to our breath. Feel the air sucking in through the nose, blowing it out through the mouth. Introducing some movement back in your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and ankles. You can raise your hand above your head, put palms together to do a nice full body stretch, just like we're waking up in the morning. And then from here, you can either stay lying down, you can meet me in a seated position, eyes still closed. So just take a moment to reflect, noticing how our body feels, and giving ourselves a little mental tap on the back. We're looking after ourselves, taking care of our bodies and our minds. Take an inhale, placing our palms above our head together, and then exhaling, bringing it to heart center as we bow and we close our practice. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits. And if there are any other poses or stretches you would like me to do, please let me know in the comments. And I hope to see you guys again next time on the Yoga Mat.